Tuesdays are for new home entertainment.
Also for newly re-released home entertainment.
Yeah, and lots of it's good stuff too, and to try to squeeze it all in. First, let's start with Sean Connery attempting a Russian accent.
The most brilliant commander in the Soviet Navy.
Ramey has trained most of their officer corps. He's nearly a legend in the submarine community.
The most deadly submarine ever built.
This thing could park a couple of hundred warheads off Washington. Nobody'd know a thing about it until it was all over.
And once more, we play our dangerous game with our old adversaries, the American Navy.
I found a cure for the plague of the 21st century, and I've lost it. Wrong movie. The Soviet Union's best submarine captain in a new undetectable sub violates orders and heads for the United States. The American CIA and the military must determine, is he trying to defect or start a war? They're on the hunt for Red October. Alec Baldwin and Scott Glenn also star in this underwater thriller, rated PG back in the day. 2 hours and 15 minutes of it. That was well received, well released, re-released, waterproof, and Bonaducci approved. That's right, as was this one, starring Kenneth Branagh, Andy Garcia, Emma Thompson, and Robin Williams.
How far back are you?
1948.
Hypnosis can take us back to our past lives. You expect me just to run with that?
There's a lot more people on this planet who believe in past lives than don't.
What do you see?
Mr. Strauss?
A woman who has lost her memories taken in by a Los Angeles orphanage, and Private Eye is enlisted to track down her identity, but he soon finds that he might have a past life connection to her that endangers their lives, and she may be dead again. I haven't seen this one in a long time, and I'm glad that all 107 R-rated dramatic minutes of it have been re-released. If you haven't seen this one yet, check it out. It's a cool flick. As is this one, a comedy gem, really, from Ron Howard that I still quote to this day.
Chuck is a little too serious about his work. So, Bill is teaching him to take things easier. After all, night work can be fun. You just have to know where to look for it.
That's right, Henry Winkler plays a morgue attendant who is talked into running a brothel through his workplace by Michael Keaton. They're on the night shift. Back when Ron Howard was still putting out these fun, cute little movies like Splash and Cocoon and Gung Ho before he got all sophisticated and mature. 106 R-rated minutes of comedy that is highly rated and Bonaducci approved and quoted almost monthly. And you can't have just one submarine movie, right?
In the last Great War,
All ahead 2/3. All ahead 2/3, huh?
a group of young Americans was sent to overpower a Nazi submarine.
The S-33 will rendezvous with a U-boat posing as the German resupply sub.
And steal a secret that could turn the tide of battle.
Now, it doesn't have Sean Connery in a great hairpiece, but it does star Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton, Harvey Keitel, and John Bon Jovi. Yep. It's also loosely based on events involving several different German submarines during World War II, one of them being U-571. It's nearly 2 hours of PG-13 rated underwater war action that is also Bonaducci approved and re-released for your viewing pleasure. Speaking of viewing pleasure, not exactly.
Michael? Halloween.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
8 plus 7. Hey, 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night in 1963, Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns to the small town of Haddonfield, Illinois to kill and kill again. It's the great-granddaddy of slasher films made on a shoestring budget, but birthing a franchise which continues to this day. It's Halloween, the original from 1978, a tight 91 R-rated minutes of slasher horror that was well received then, and now it's Bonaducci approved, but that's not all. There are more re-releases where those came from, like Harrison Ford in What Lies Beneath, Tom Cruise in Jack Reacher 2 Never Go Back, Guy Pearce in The Time Machine, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in Junior. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. The original Halloween, yes, has been re-released, but so has Halloween 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 individually. And there's also like a 15-disc super duper deluxe set with 10 movies in it and a ton of extras. But there isn't one yet with all 12 movies, since the latest Halloween Kills doesn't come out until October 15th.
They just keep on going.
But you could watch all the old ones to prepare you for the big one.
Because you'll be totally lost.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be lost if you didn't see all the other previous 14.
This one's supposed to be the last one.
Never say
That's what they say. Yeah. But again, if it makes a ton of money, I know someone's going to go, we could do a Halloween 13, couldn't we?
Yeah, because they can resurrect anything.
A Halloween 13.
I know.
That would be the right number to end on.
You've got to do it.
You got to.
You
have
to
to.
do it. Yeah.